Okay, let's get right into it. Opening up settings here. Starting off with a very important one being field of view. This setting, for those who don't know, is just how wide your screen is and how big your field of view is. Keeping this on anything lower than 90 is, in my opinion, only gonna affect you negatively. So make sure that your field of view is on 90. I have head bop turned off, hit markers turned on, and these two are off. I don't like the camera to shake when I take damage, so hurt punch is also off. Bag gifting turned on anyone. These are just good for building stuff, so I keep this one on when building, and the ones I keep on. Show IO arrows I also have on. I have deploy snapping on advanced, and the quick craft delay I have on 0.5. This is really just preferably. You can also change this around. All it does is just that it says how long you need to wait before the item crafts when you click it, and I usually don't. I don't think it affects me much. Plus, I have quick binds for that. And here are the other one. Max jibs are on 0 in order to prevent lag. Censorship, you do whatever you want. Upgrade effects I have on. I love the upgrade effects. RGB lighting effects are off, and RGB brightness is on 0.3. So there's that. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty stuff. So going into volume, I have my master volume usually up. Game sounds and UI sounds I also have on, and events volume on. The other one I actually turn off. Voices you can have on if you like to speak with people in game. I usually don't like that, so I keep that one off. Screen, this is my stretched resolution. I use 1600 by 1200, and then I keep the game in full screen mode. As for FPS, I've limited it to my hertz, my frame rate. It's capped at 165, so I keep it at 165. VSync is off, limits FPS in menu, just in case I do things in the menu and I don't want Rust to take it over. FPS in background I'm off because I want to be able to tap out and still have decent FPS. And let's get into the big one, the graphic settings. As for graphic settings, I'm gonna start off with rendering. I have rendering scale at 1.0. I have my shader level on 3, NVIDIA DLSS off, NVIDIA DLA off. NVIDIA reflex mode, this one is for you NVIDIA users. I have that one on plus boost. It helps a lot to up your performance. Then I have NVIDIA reflex latency marker on off, pixel light on 0, max shadow lights on 1, particle raycast budget on 4, soft particles are off, and volumetric clouds are off. And all these are just to make sure that I get performance boost, and that I make sure that my performance is at its highest level without making the game look too bad. As for the world, I keep draw distance at 1000. This is preferable, but the higher you have it, the more it's gonna lag. The lower you have it, the less you're gonna see. So I keep this one at 1000 because I feel like that's usually what I need. Water reflection 0, water quality 0, grass displacement off, and precise terrain billboards are also off. Textures, I use texture quality at half resolution. It makes things that still look decent. Full resolution is if you really want good graphics. 8 or quarter just makes the game look like shit. Anisotropic filtering mode is disabled. Anisotropic filtering level is at 1, and parallel mapping is at 0. Down here I have shadow quality right now on high, and then all the other ones are at the lowest except for terrain quality, which I have 45, tree quality 75, and object quality at 75. It's really just personal preference, but for me this creates a very good performance whilst also keeping the game looking smooth. Yeah. Image effects. I have aliasing on off, high quality blue on off, ambient occlusion and sharpen on. I just like these two. This one you can switch off if you want. Sharpen, I'd recommend having it on. Vignetting, in my opinion, it's just a little bit annoying. I tend to do that in my editing if I want any big vignette, but during the time I play, I usually keep it off. Cinematic effects off, and motion blur is the only one I have on. I actually didn't know I had motion blur on. I actually like motion blur. I don't know why. It just makes it feel more alive. Most people would keep this one off, but I'm keeping it on. God rays off, and then blood overlay and hurt flash are on. As for user interface, it's not a lot to say. English, FPS counter on. I have show chat on. Down here you can see my crosshair. Not a lot to say here, man. Controls. This is my sensitivity. I have 800 dpi on my mouse. I have mouse sensitivity on 0.3, aiming mouse sensitivity on 1.0, vehicle sensitivity on 1.0, and scroll sensitivity on 1.0. Then I flip y-axis and those off. Movement. Actually, I've been thinking of actually trying this one on because you don't really that often have to walk. I'm not sure, man. I'm gonna keep it off, but I might turn it on in the future. All these are on 0. Duck and ADS mode is on hold. And these down here, you can see. Keybinds. Forward is W. Backward is S. 80. Sprint is my right shift and left shift. Duck is left control. Jump is space. Auto walk. I tend to have auto walk on Y. Usually have it on Y. I don't know why it's unbinded now, but I usually have auto walk on Y. I think it was for me doing cinematics that actually removed that. But auto walk is on Y. I also auto sprint on Y. Then these are all really just. I mean, this is nothing special really. I have most of these on default. Accessibility. As for these settings, I have them. Well, I guess I might have worked around a little bit with these, but my preset is custom. I like to have blue mushrooms, but in the jungle it can kind of fuck you up because snakes are also blue. So I think I'm gonna switch the mushroom color to either yellow or red. I'm actually gonna try it yellow. Hollow side for me is red. I like it. Laser detector color blue. Chat labels. Yeah, so that's the really big ones, I guess, are tree, mushroom, hollow sight, health, and that stuff. Gestures and experimental. I guess I can just go straight to experimental. Off, on, and then max. That's what I have it at. If you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, and thank you so much for watching. This was highly requested. Any more questions or anything you want help with, I shall help you in the comments. So just type down below and I will make sure to reply as quick as possible. Thank you for watching. Bye bye, boys.